Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are seeing this video. My name is Eric, and this is the Blank Spot Academy coming out of Columbia, South Carolina. And today's going to be a tutorial on how to do all over designs, okay? How to do all over designs. So, guys, do me a favor as you hop in, drop your city and state. We'd love to know where you're coming in from. Double tap the screen. You can share this as you desire. You can share this if you want. This is a shareable video, but it's just an educational piece. So there's lots of crafters out there, lots of side hustlers out there who want to get involved in the all over lane. Everybody wants to do 3D shirts, but a lot of people don't have the ability to do that. They don't have the equipment to do it. They don't have the know-how to do it. And believe you me, you can take as many classes as you want online. You can watch as many YouTube videos, just like you're watching right now, as you want. But you got to get in touch with somebody who's actually doing it, because at the end of the day, you're going to want to check and balance. You're going to want to check and balance. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started. Okay. So I'm going to adjust my camera, YouTube, so you guys can see my workspace. Hopefully you guys here on TikTok can see, and Facebook you can see as well. My name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina, and this is the Blank Spot Academy. We are talking about how to measure your all over design. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have a 100% polyester shirt. That's the first thing you want to do. Got to get you a shirt that's 100% polyester, because we're going to be sublimating this design. Okay, we're going to be sublimating this. New Jersey, how you doing? I'm glad somebody's participating. I'm going to need some interaction, guys. So you're going to want to go ahead and get your 100% polyester shirt. Once you get the 100% polyester shirt, it's something else you're going to need. Are you ready? Never leave home without it. This is a fiber ruler, okay? And this is going to probably run half of the audience away. You got to know how to measure, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important. If you don't know how to measure, if you don't know how to count the spaces in between the big numbers, okay? If you don't know how to count the spaces in between the big numbers, then you're going to be lost. So the next thing that I have chosen to do, and you don't have to do this. When I first started doing this, I was not using a jig. But if you want to use this, you can. What my wife did was she purchased me some heat sheets on a roll. So she purchased these heat sheets on a roll. You could probably go to Amazon and find this on their website, on the platform. I don't have a link for this in our description. However, I do have a link to a couple of other things. One link I have, and I'm going to talk about it, is the design, the link to get these full sheet designs. Okay, so you're going to need some type of jig if you're new to this. If you don't want a jig, you don't have to use it, and you don't have to get this Teflon. If you want to use what type of board is that, D? The board that I was using before.
It's like a hard cardboard.
Like a hard cardboard. I recommend you don't use round board. I'm sorry. I recommend you either use a round board or some type of cardboard sheeting. I don't recommend you use a regular box cardboard, because that regular box cardboard is usually going to come with tape on it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Thank you. I appreciate you. You got to forgive me, man. I got short term and all that good stuff, and then all these ideas and thoughts in my head. But I appreciate you. Round board. Grand rising. Good evening. Good afternoon. All that good stuff to everybody. So, can you guys see what I'm doing right now? If you cannot see, let me know. But if you can see, go ahead and type a number 3 in the comments. If you can see my workspace, type a number 3 in the comments, please and thank you. I'll wait. Got some number 3s. That means there's some people on here and they're interested. All right. So now I am about to measure my my jig. Okay. Using this, I'm going to lay the jig on top of the shirt. And I got a couple things going on in the background. So if you're the type of person that's going to be judging, you're going to have something to judge, because I got some junk back here. But we're working. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to put the Teflon roll or the heat heat roll, I'm not going to put it at the end of the shirt. I'm actually going to leave about 1.5 inches at the bottom, and then the rest of it is going to go to the top. And I'm going to roll, okay? Well, I'm running out, so I'm not going to be able to use this. I didn't know I was out. I made like 4 jigs already, so I guess I should have did this already, but I cannot use this to make a jig, but I do have one already made, okay? So I will show you. This could probably be used for a short sleeve shirt, but I'm going to show you a jig that I already have because I wanted to make another one for this one. This is a 2X shirt. So what happens is we lay the jig over the shirt. All right, we lay the jig over the shirt. Once we lay the jig over the shirt, what then happens is you're going to cut around the outline of the shirt. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just rolling this up. If embarrassment was a word or an action, that would have been a little bit embarrassing. But great thing I don't embarrass too easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to cut around, okay? You're going to cut around. So just imagine me cutting around the shirt, okay? You don't have to use a pencil. You don't have to use a marker. You don't have to use anything like that. You just want to make sure you cut around the shirt. Now, it's not going to be perfect, and sometimes it may end up a little bit off. Like this one in particular, it's a little bit off, but I think it's going to work. So once you have your jig cut out, you're going to take your jig, and you don't want to stretch your shirt out. That's one of the, I think, the biggest misconceptions of doing all over designs. People are stretching the shirts out. This is 100% polyester. So once this shirt is stretched out, it will not get its same elasticity. Okay. I had to learn that the hard way. So I'm on the right side. I'm right-handed. So I'm going to try to do this with my left hand. Okay. I'm going to take this jig and I'm just going to fold it in half because it's so flimsy. It's going to work out. And you want this jig in this shirt just enough so you can manipulate it and so the shirt lays flat. So it's just like putting clothes on a kid, all right? It's like helping somebody get dressed. Taking the sleeves and going out. We don't want to, once again, we're not looking to stretch this thing out a lot. We just want to help it lay flat. Once we help it to lay flat, and we pull all the sides down, you don't see it. You can check this out. It is not stretched out. It's just laying flat. Okay? There's a difference between stretching it out and actually laying flat. Now, you're going to probably have some instructors to tell you that, hey, you want to stretch this thing out so you can get it all in the fabrics and in the fibers. Well, that is an idea. However, you don't want to stretch it out too much because what happens is it's going to have a problem bouncing back, okay? It's going to have a problem bouncing back. So if you guys can see this, the shirt's not stretched out. I'll zoom in just a tad bit here. It's not stretched out. As a matter of fact, you can still see a couple wrinkles in it. From here, I'm going to take it to my press. Now, I have a large press, and this is where we're going to pause on the training. Now, the first link that I'm going to share with you that's in my bio or in my description is the link to our custom transfers. You can actually order from the blank spot, okay? You can actually order from the blank spot. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook, there is a link in the description. The link in the description is going to lead you to our custom transfers and prints. So all you have to do, we have you're gonna go to the all over designs. Once you click on the link, and you're going to upload your picture. You're going to upload your picture, and once you do that, hopefully you've measured and everything. Once you do that, because we don't do, how you doing, man? We don't do any adjustments. Okay, we're providing a printing service. We're not going to do any adjustments. If you're asking us to do any adjustments, that is actually asking us to design for you. What we want to do is have you in a position to where you can actually understand how to do it yourself and then upload, and then we print for you. Okay. So you can go to our site, theblankspot.com, and you can upload your design for your all over design. Now, remember, every polyester shirt is different. So asking somebody for a template is only going to cause you a little grief in the future if you don't understand that every design, every shirt is different. From performance shirts, from the silky performance shirts, the A4s, the C2 sports shirts, to Gildan, to jersey, and even shirts that we find overseas, because all of them are actually they're being done overseas pretty much. But all shirts measurements are different, so it's up to you to understand how to properly measure that shirt. Now, when I press this shirt, because I don't have it stretched out, I can actually measure it right now. Okay, I can actually measure it right now. Hey, Mama, still, thanks for jumping on. I can actually measure this shirt right now. If this shirt was stretched and then I pressed it, it would actually extend and be wider. So the first thing you want to know when you get ready to measure is you want to take this. I usually take the tips off. I usually take the tips of the fabric ruler off so I can have a clean line. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the very tip top to tip of the sleeve. So I'm measuring the span of the sleeves. Okay. I'm measuring the span of the sleeves. This is a 2X shirt, and my measurements are 41 inches. Now, the next thing I have to do is I have to make sure I annotate that somewhere. So I'm writing down, whether it's on a piece of paper or mentally, I recommend you do it on a piece of paper, 41 inches. I don't just do that and measure it there. I'm going to also measure from the top of the collar, right around the collar, the very tip top as the shirt's laying down, to the bottom of the bottom of the shirt. Now, some shirts are going to curve, so you want to get the straightest part of the shirt. So make sure it's straight, and you want to get the very tip. So I have 41 across in width, and I'm catching about 32 in length. Okay, about 32 in length. All right, so I got 41 by 32 right now. Now, that is not my measurements. That's the exact measurements. That's not the measurements for the design or for the template. That's the exact measurements of the shirt. So I need to give myself probably 1.5 to 2 inches to work with. Okay, so instead of me measuring, and I'm going to measure again, instead of me putting in my design software 41 inches, I'm going to put into my design software 43, and I like to go a little bit more. I'm going to go 43.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to have an inch, 1.75, I believe, on each side to play with. Okay, so if I just did 2 inches, well, 1.25. I'm sorry, 1.25 on each side. So I get 1.25 on each side to play with. So that means that's how much space I have. If I want a little bit more, then I'll measure a little bit more. If you're just beginning, if you're just starting, you may want to have a little bit more. So instead of putting in my design software 41 inches wide, I'm going to do 43.5. Now, remember, I measured from the top of the back of the shirt, very tip, and I got 32. Okay, so now I'm going to measure that at 34. So 43.5 by 34 is my measurement for this particular shirt. Each shirt brand is going to be different. And I think this is where a lot of people get lost. Each shirt brand is going to be different. So once I do that, now I'm ready to take my shirt over to my press, and I'm going to press it down. I'm going to prepare it to press it down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my design software, and I'm ready to now upload my design. I'm ready to hopefully I've already created my design. I'm ready to upload my design, and I'm ready to put the numbers in so I can go ahead and print. And then I can press. And that is your tutorial for measuring the all over shirt. Now, I hope you found some value in this tutorial. Make sure you check out the links in the description. The second link in the description is to our custom site, TBS Customs. We have a drop shipping option for all of you out there who are crafters, for all of you out there who are business owners. Please, you don't have to do it yourself. If I've learned anything, I've learned that people have convinced you that you got to do it yourself, and you don't have to. Good afternoon, John. Thanks for jumping on. You don't have to do it yourself. Specifically, if you're looking to piece paper together to make an all over design, you don't have to do that. Find you a reliable company that you can outsource the information to, and then you can actually go ahead and do your designs. Um, if you have if you have a customer who wants to get multiple shirts, then we have a drop shipping option that you can actually do, and you can do that and choose that on our website. Okay, so that link is TBS Customs TBScustoms.shop for those of you who are on TikTok. For those of you who are on YouTube and on Facebook, you can actually see that link in the description. Make sure if you're on TikTok that you go to our YouTube channel, the Blank Spot Academy, and you go ahead and review this video. And also, if you're on TikTok, go ahead and save this video for future references. So YouTube, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I appreciate you jumping on, and I hope you found some value in this. Make sure you connect with us and let us know if you have any concerns or if you got any questions, or even if you got value out of this. If you want to do the all over design and you want to do that and get that printed, you can actually come to us. If you want to do it yourself, if you want to use the drop shipping option, make sure you go to that link, click that link, and if you have any problems, make sure you reach out to us. Excuse me. My name is Eric, and like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. You guys take care. I see y'all at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.